So let's look at online publishing processes with InBetween. Why would you expand your publishing into the online arena anyway? So in most cases, what you might want to do is broaden the reach of your marketing within your organization. That means you might want to distribute publishing out of central marketing into other departments, for instance. Or you might actually include partners into the publishing process. You will see what this means later on. You might want to make your sales force more flexible by delivering them possibilities of attaining publications by themselves. And you might actually just want to reduce the workload of your central marketing, and you want to make sure that the corporate design in all of these situations always adhere to them. So, there are basically two separate approaches, two combinable approaches we provide. One approach is where we give you a solution where you can update existing publications online in web on demand. But we also have a solution where you can actually create solutions in the browser. In both cases, you're obviously working with pre-assembled layouts and definitions. You don't have the same freedoms as you would have a DTP system. But that, on the other hand, that means you can integrate these solutions basically in any online publishing process you can think of. So, the first tool we provide in this arena is the InBetween Publisher. InBetween Publisher allows you to do web-based ad hoc publishing. Ad hoc means anytime you need it. This solution gives you access to pre-existing publications. That's obviously automated content, but you can run live updates on demand on these publications. And the kind of standard interface is very simple. You get access to your publications by some logic. You can choose the actual publication, you can choose the language, you can choose the output format, but in fact you can vary all sorts of variables. The interesting thing is when you press generate here, the publication is not just downloaded, because that would be boring, anybody can do that. What we do is, at that moment when you click generate, we actually update the publication from the data in the data source, in the product information system, for instance. And once the publication is updated, we provide it for download. This basically means that we can use this solution in form of any portal or self-service user interface. So InBetween Publisher can be basically adapted to any custom user interface, logo colors, the way you present the whole thing is pretty open. We can adapt it to any custom variables, obviously variables that are existing in the data, to allow on-the-fly calculations of individual attributes. This basically means we can take the attributes, we can manipulate those attributes, and we can give you a publication on demand that adheres to certain price and product ranges, obviously is based in certain languages or measurement units, and so on. This basically means that InBetween Publisher can be employed in self-service portals, for instance for distributors and dealers. A distributor can log into the self-service portal and he gets his publications with his prices in his language and his layout. We can manipulate that in the background. You can provide a sales force with individual publications or even after sales to give you an example, we could, for instance, think of a process that looks at providing distributors with a individual publication. So what we do in marketing, we prepare the publication. The distributor logs in. At the moment of login, we know who it is, which publications is he allowed to access, which language does he need, which currency, maybe even which product range. And we produce the publication and give it to him for download. But there's more. InBetween Publisher is a very simple solution. There's much more than that. So I want you to meet, sorry, there's a mistake. I want you to meet InBetween Publication Wizard. And InBetween Publication Wizard is basically a solution where you can build publications in the browser based on a simple user interface. You have product selection, you have pre-assembled product layouts, pre-assembled page layouts, everything is done for you. Let's jump to here. So basically this is a solution where you can assemble any publication based on master pages. And then again, just like you saw early on in DTP client, you grab your product and you pull it onto the page, you drop it in a drop zone for products, and this way you can step by step assemble publications in the browser, which is great. Browser means that we can put a solution like this into processes. For instance, we have, in the example, we might have certain master pages. We drag the products onto the page. But we can also use this, for instance, for providing self-service portals for Salesforce. We can assemble PowerPoint presentations, for instance, all on live product data. We can integrate internal departments. We can think of a situation, for instance, where product management produces a leaflet because they know the products that are on special offer in a specific month. So they do all the populating of the pages, and marketing might just do final finishing. And another process might be marketing provides page planning of products, so they know exactly which products are supposed to be on what page, but they're not concerned with layout details. They might provide briefs on products, and all that information is sent to, for instance, an external agency, and they use the same process to actually finish the publication and produce it. So what we basically can do, we can cover different processes online with our solutions. We can integrate those solutions even into customer workflows and systems by various technical approaches. What does that mean for your business at the end of the day? At the end of the day, because we provide you with solutions that give you dynamic publications on the basis of many variables, such as product variants, different product ranges, languages, obviously, prices, publication types, that gives you the ability to target publications very individually to certain customers, to certain markets, for specific audiences, and that puts your business in excellent position, in our view, to expand marketing in any way you like, whether you work in-source or outsourced, and in any web-based publishing process you might think of to make life easier for marketing, because marketing departments get smaller and the workload gets bigger. So that's at the end of the day what we want to provide you with. That was a very quick flyover, and I actually just made it in 20 minutes. So thank you very much for listening to me.